friends, I'm Erin, the Reformed Health Coach. I want to welcome my caregivers, my parents, nurses, doctors, first responders. If you are someone who, either by choice, by profession, or by circumstance, you spend a great deal of your time taking care of other people, this video is for you. I became a caregiver at 23 years old. I certainly didn't anticipate that. That was not a choice. That was life circumstance. My husband was a Marine. He was hit by a roadside bomb in 2007 in Iraq. He sustained a severe traumatic brain injury. Thank God he survived, but he lived for almost 13 years with a very high level of need, and that became my life. Caregiving became my life. And so I'm here now to teach you some of the things that I wish that I had known 13 years ago so that I would have been more capable of taking care of myself, rather than experiencing a whole host of health problems in my mid to late 20s and spending years trying to figure out how to get myself on the priority list. And once I got myself on the priority list, what actually to do. So today, I'm just going to take you through the Reformed Health Principles. These are 5 principles on which my free guide, Caregivers, Real Life Strategies, 21 Days to Reform Your Health, is built upon. Number 1, take control. You may not have control over a lot of the circumstances in your life. You may even have like a diagnosed condition like rheumatoid arthritis or type 1 diabetes. You can't necessarily change that fact. I couldn't change the fact that my husband had been blown up in Iraq and landed in the condition that he did. But there are certain elements of your lifestyle that you do have control over, and you can make your quality of life, your health, far better by focusing on a few key areas. In order to move on, in order to take that first step in making your own health a priority, you have to understand that you do have some control. Acknowledge that there are things you cannot control, but there are many things that are within your control. You just have to know what steps to take and then actually take those steps. Principle number 2. Jerf when. What? Just eat real food when hunger ensues naturally. I know this sounds cliche, but food is what literally fuels our body. The food that we fuel our body with is what we're going to end up building our body with. It's how our cells and our body is going to be able to function based on the inputs that we give it. And we feed ourselves every day. So are you fueling yourself, your cells, with the nutrition and the fuel that it needs to get you through the day? Or the things that you're ingesting actually doing more harm than good, working against you? So when I say just eat real food, I mean avoid heavily processed foods. Basically, your food that comes in a box or a package. It has a list of ingredients. The ingredients include chemicals that don't resemble whole, actual food. So you want to combine whole foods in a million combinations to create delicious meals. So we want to focus on a big variety of colorful, fiber-filled, nutrient-dense vegetables, fruits, great protein sources, good sources of fat like avocados, oily fish, and olive oil, as well as great protein sources, making sure that we have enough protein to keep us full, to keep us satiated, and to give us the fuel that we need to actually build our bodies. When hunger ensues naturally. Your body doesn't know what time it is. Your mind knows what time it is because you're looking at the clock. So if you're not hungry at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's okay not to eat breakfast. If you eat breakfast at 7 and you're not hungry at noon for lunch, it's okay. You don't have to eat at noon just because the clock says it's noon. So when you fuel your body with whole satiating food, which includes fat and protein, your response to insulin improves and you become more in touch with your actual hunger signals. So you're not hangry. You're not constantly waiting for the next meal. And you can end up going a lot longer in between meals, which can actually be a lot healthier for your body than constantly pounding something every 2 hours. Number 3, prioritize good sleep. If you are not getting consistent quality and quantity, like 7 to 8 hours of good sleep, just by changing that factor, your health will improve exponentially. You'll have better energy, you'll have better moods, you won't be as hungry, and you'll have the physical energy and like the mental capacity to make good choices in all the other areas of your life. Regular poor sleep is one of the worst things possible for your health. It decreases your immunity. It actually increases the likelihood that you will eventually develop Alzheimer's. So prioritizing good sleep is a huge factor toward living a healthy lifestyle. And included in Caregivers Real Life Strategies, there's an actual full-on sleep guide in there. And that alone will make a tremendous difference in your health if you're not getting good quality sleep now. Number 4, Get strong. Excess fat tissue is harmful to your body in a lot of ways. And if you imagine kind of, even if you're at that same weight, but now that tissue is lean muscle instead of excess fat, it is literally propelling you to a healthier life. First of all, it takes up less space. You'll feel better. You'll be stronger. You'll be more resilient. Your immune system will be higher. If you do end up getting sick, the muscle tissue is actually much more protective as far as the muscle wasting that can happen when you're sick. If you're having to lie in bed, the weakness that you get after you've had the flu for a week or something. The more muscle you have, basically the more you have to lose, and therefore it's protective in that manner. And then the act of doing the exercise, the resistance training that is going to build that muscle is great for your brain. It's great for your joints. It's great for your heart and your lungs. Resistance training and then the muscle that will produce on your body is a great tool toward your immunity, your overall joint health, and your longevity. Finally, number 5. Move every day. That doesn't mean you have to exercise every day. If you do resistance training twice a week, that's probably sufficient for most people as far as living a healthy lifestyle. But if you're not moving every day, you're gonna have health consequences. We are not meant to be sedentary creatures, right? We have these arms and legs and this heart that need exercise. Our joints need the stimulation. They need the greasing up, right? Of going for a nice walk or just doing activities in your home. This also includes just reducing the amount of time that you're sitting during a day. So do you have an option if you're working from home that you can have a stand-up workstation for a while, or can you sit on the floor while you're watching TV or working on your computer rather than sitting in a chair in this hunched over position that's going to lead to a lot of pain and dysfunction in the future. Walks. Everybody should be going on walks every day. Multiple walks if you can. Not only are you getting the cardiorespiratory benefit of going for the walk, getting your heart rate just slightly elevated, you're also getting the weight bearing through your legs, hips, and spine in particular. And then you're getting the added benefit of being out in nature, even if it's just in your neighborhood and it's just the neighborhood trees. You get the sunlight, which then helps your body produce vitamin D. Vitamin D is crucial for your immunity, it's crucial for your mood. And being out in nature, just seeing the sky, seeing trees, having your eyes focus on something that's beyond the 4 walls of your room, your office, your living room, is hugely beneficial for your mood, stress management, even your vision. So these 5 principles are just the tip of the iceberg of the information you're going to get in Caregivers Real Life Strategies, 21 Days to Reform Your Health. The free guide is going to start you off with some information, including these 5 principles, and then ultimately it will move you into a 21-day challenge, where for 21 days, 22 actually because I was sneaky and snuck in a day 0, you'll have action items to perform every day in the areas of food, movement, and lifestyle. There will be a link to that free guide in the description box of this video. So make sure you go and download that right now. Also, make sure on Facebook you go and join the Reformed Health community. It's a private community of people who like you, spend a lot of their time and energy caring for others, and need tools and encouragement to prioritize themselves. So download the guide, that will be down in the description box, and go to Facebook and join the Reformed Health community, where you're going to get exclusive content, including live trainings. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, click that subscribe button. Remember, reform your lifestyle, reform your health.